What's going on, my beautiful people, on this beautiful but hot Sunday? I just got some things on the mind, that I want to holler at y'all about. I expect that everybody's doing well today. I want to talk to you about your mind and your brain. Two different things. You were trained to be limited. You were trained and conditioned to be limited, not limitless. When you came through the portal of your mother and you came into this world, into this holographic world that we're in, you had one program. Well, there was other programs, but you didn't have to worry about them. You got programs that run like organ function, the brain, lungs, etc. But you had one program when you came into this world. One. And that program was the creative tool of imagination. That's why children have such a vivid imagination. They can create anything. They believe everything. They are not hung up like how we are hung up, who've been trained and conditioned to be workers and to be employees and to be subservient to other people and to not dream and to not imagine and to not think big. We were trained to be fearful. We were trained that we had to do something for someone else for us to be able to eat, for us to be able to live, for us to be able to be comfortable, for us to be able to even have a portion of the things that we want in life. That is a program. Your brain is a biological computer. It's a computer made of tissue. That's why as soon as they could, as soon as possible, they started to put in programs. When you buy a computer, there's some programs on there if you pay for those programs, but for the most part, it's a blank slate. And you add the programs to it that you need to be able to work with that computer. That's why they programmed us. That's why they programmed you to be an employee, to be fearful, to not understand your superpower, to not understand, and this is the controversial part, but to not understand that you are God. You are a piece of the Creator. You are a co-creator with Father, Mother, God. That's what you are. That is what you are. People have been running the same programs for so long, chasing their tails. They don't even think about them being able to be better. Or when they do think, that ego mind, that logical mind, which is the observer, because that's all it can do is observe. When you create things, that's not your ego. That is the right side of your mind. That's mama. That's the God part of your mind. The ego is what you call the natural man or the lower self. So what these people did is make you dwell in the lower self to where you don't believe that you can do anything really. Or you'll fantasize, which ain't nothing wrong with fantasies. This the thing. Your fantasies have to be reality to you. You have to believe it to be your reality, and it will be. And it is. But what happens is, because of the conditioning, a person fantasizes and dreams up goals and stuff like that, or big goals too, not just like, hey, I'm finna go to school. No, big goals. Stuff that seems absolutely astronomical that people say, there's no way you can do that. But they always say that until you do it. Then all of a sudden I knew he was going to, I knew she was going to do that. He's intelligent, she's intelligent. They kill that for you, because when you start to fantasize or dream big, that ego mind on the left side comes in and then tells you, you can't do that. You can't do that. We can't do that. We're not that. And you believe it because you've been believing it your whole life. So then you fantasize for a little bit, feel a little good, and then just keep on doing what you've been doing. Keep on hurting yourself for somebody. Keep on putting yourself second for somebody. Keep missing time with your family for somebody. To build another person's dream. That's why I don't want you to dream. Why would I want you to dream if I want you to contribute to my dream? You can't have a dream if I need you to contribute to my dream, so I don't got to work, so I don't have to do difficult things, so I can take vacations whenever I want to, so I can put my children in beautiful cars and have them in the best clothes, eating the best food, and in the best schools. You got to understand who you are, what you are, where you came from. When you see a child, you know why they dream so much? Because it hasn't been long that they just left that other side where they know everything is possible. That's why when they're here, you see, you ain't got to train the child to imagine, do you? A child come equipped with imagination. It just knows how. Because that's your real creative tool. That's what you really are. Imagination coming, search my heart. That's what it is. But they're going to sit up there, and when the child starts imagining, because the parent don't know no better, right? Because the parents, or a parent, are conditioned. So when that child starts daydreaming and stuff like that, they tell the child to stop. Stop doing that. Quit being like that. That's silly stuff. Then you go to school and it's reinforced because that parent was reinforced by school when they were young too, so they don't really know. It's not their fault, but I'm saying what it is. So then when you go to school, that teacher tells you, hey, say, Timmy, quit daydreaming. Tell me what's 2 + 2. You understand the only reason why you know math and know how to read and those kinds of things is because they need you to know how to do that to work for them? Did you know that? Because in olden days, people who worked the fields and stuff like that, they didn't know how to read. And they didn't know nothing about nothing like that. All they knew how to do was back-breaking work, and that was it. Reading and writing and arithmetic was reserved for the uppity ups, the upper class in society. The reason why you know how to read and write and do arithmetic is to work for them. That's why you got to take this system and use it against them. You have to go within. I've had people tell me, man, you tripped out, bro. I ain't tripped out. I tripped in and tapped in, bro. You better get your... Man, say. Like I said, we were trained to be limited, not limitless. But we are limitless. We don't know we're limitless because the program is telling us that we're limited. So you got to go in, scrap that, and reprogram yourself. Brainwash yourself, because if you ain't brainwashing yourself, somebody else definitely gonna brainwash you. If you don't have a true dream, somebody will give you a dream and it won't be yours and it won't benefit you. You'll think it benefits you because you're getting a check, but it don't benefit you for real. It's not about struggle. It's not about going out here and hurt and working until your knees hurt, until you got arthritis and all that. That's not what it's about. That's not what it is. God delights in the prosperity of the righteous. But that's not talking about church. They ain't talking about commandments. They ain't talking about none of that. You know what that's talking about? Righteousness, real righteousness, and I know people gonna go against this. It means to think right, to think correctly, the way you're supposed to think. Your brain does not hold your mind. Your brain does not hold your consciousness. Your brain downloads consciousness. It is like a streamer. Your brain is a tissue computer, and you yourself are a transmitter and a receiver. That's what you are. Your mind comes in, it's streamed in by the brain. That's why if you have a brain injury, you're not the same anymore, because that part that streams particular parts of consciousness is broken. It's damaged. That's why you're not the same. So it must be understood that you have to go within yourself. Take the time to go within yourself. Find who you really are. I know my name's Steven, but that's right here. My name ain't Steven because I'm bigger than Steven. This is just a 3D reality. And you know something? That's what that left side of your brain deals with, the 3D reality. It's the observer. It's the observer. It's the thinker. It's the analyst. Your subconscious mind. That's the doer. That's how you really get things done in the world. People limit God a lot of the time because that's God. People limit God a lot of the time because when they pray for a quarter when God want to give you $1. Why would you waste your prayer on a quarter when God say, I got so much more, but I need you to tap into me? When you read the Bible and Jesus, so-called Jesus, tells the disciples when they're fishing, asked them, did they catch anything? They said no. He said, cast your net on the right side. And when they pulled up the fish, it was 153. This is numerology in the Bible, and they'll tell you that this is devilish, but it's in the Bible. Numerology, 153. 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 in mysticism is the number of the mind. 144,000 righteous. 1 plus 4 plus 4, what's that? 9. That's high vibrational mind. 666, that they say is the mark of the beast. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Number of mind, but the beast, lower vibration. It must be understood, my people. If you don't understand how your brain works and how your spirit works with it and how that all works, because it's science. Spirituality is unseen science. Science is seen spirituality. You got to know how that works, because if you don't, you are done. You are cooked. And that's the absolute truth. But let me stop, because y'all don't understand. I could go all day. I just wanted to put that on your mind so you could understand and so you could know. So we can take our power back. So can't nobody be over us. So we can't be enslaved and not even know we're enslaved. But listen, y'all have a great Sunday. A great Sunday. I love all of you. This is why I even do this. I got to tell it. It's inside like fire. I got to spit it out. I got to spit it out and let people know. No, it's for whomever can understand it and who can accept the message. As they say, he who has ears, let him hear. If this ain't for you, keep going. It's okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. But for my people whose eye is open, who eye be single, and the body be filled with light, this for you. And for those who eye not be single, and the body be filled with darkness, and how great is that darkness? This ain't for you. But even those in darkness can come into the light. Y'all have a great day. I love y'all. Be blessed.